Tone of voice can be tricky to nail down until you see it in action. So we brought 5 of them to show you how brands make their voices stand out. Forget the usual Nike, Disney, Coca-Cola lineup. We're talking unexpected picks ranging from fun and even a little unhinged to more sophisticated and traditional. Stay or skip ahead to the end of the video if you also want to know how you can define your personal tone of voice. Let's start with our unhinged tone of voice example, Liquid Death. The name already speaks for itself, because what would you expect from a water brand called Liquid Death? Their tone of voice is just as unexpected and unhinged as their name. Look at this Instagram post, for example. We bet you didn't expect something like waking up to a psychotic apple tree in your bedroom, pouring cinnamon into your mouth while tickling you to death with its branches from a can of flavored water, did you? Their loyalty program sign-up page maybe tops even that. It looks like a contract that you have to sign to sell your soul. If you have time, then find the page and read the copy. We will leave the link in the description because it has some gems like this one. It says, as of right now, lots of various gods and demons have very different ideas about what constitutes a soul. Therefore, until there's an ironclad galactic consensus, this contract won't be legally binding. That said, we all know what we mean. Sign over your soul already. Their tone of voice is bold, irreverent, a little absurd, and darkly humorous. They are defying all the expectations people have for water brands, and it's working for them gloriously. The second example is a fun cereal brand called Surreal. Surreal is literally giving main character energy on the cereal market with their don't give a dang of how it should be done attitude on socials. For example, they have this LinkedIn post that's a carousel titled Stupid, 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 speaking about something that they messed up. Or this Instagram post that says, I expensed 12 jars of caramel sauce for this photoshoot and I have so far eaten 9 of them. Anyway, buy the cereal, yeah? They toned it down for their website, but still managed to be fun with pieces of copy like, nope, not a character from Star Trek, or you don't need to do a Rocky and chug raw eggs. Because why should healthy eating be bland and boring, both in terms of taste and style, right? We love. Their tone is playful, self-aware, cheeky, and rebellious. Next, we have a brand with a niche tone of voice, Minecraft. Minecraft is a great example for you to see how powerful it is to tailor your tone to your audience. Aimed mostly at kids, their tone of voice is fun, clear, and conversational. Though they also use a lot of super niche words that non-gamers wouldn't necessarily understand. Not gonna lie, we stared at the CTA saying sheep spawning for a second there. The same goes for their social media, where they're even more casual, writing things like, but TBH, we love you every day. Or they posted this literal post saying this is a post, and then they wrote the same in the caption. We were like, what? But their players probably found it hilarious. Their tone is fun, friendly, and playfully nerdy, with a wink to the in-the-know gamers using niche references and gaming lingo. Next, with a mystical design but a dash of humor in tone, is the cycle tracking app Stardust. They know their audience and their pain points, literally, and that shows in every piece of their copy. Reading their text feels like getting a message from your bestie, which makes this otherwise awkward situation a whole lot more chill. You'll find things like this piece from their About page saying, we are a team of 14 human beings who joined hands and jumped into the hormone wormhole after spending way too much time feeling powerless and baffled by those mysterious entities. Or these cycle horoscope examples saying things like, give a warm welcome to your period, slow clap, or go ham on some ham, or a vegetarian substitute. Their tone is witty, mystical, and bestie level relatable. It blends cosmic vibes with down-to-earth humor, making these sensitive or often uncomfortable topics feel approachable, maybe even empowering. Their copy feels like it was written by a supportive friend. It's playful, but it also is not afraid to get weird in the best way possible. Lastly, just to show you something more formal and traditional, is Goldman Sachs. Normally, you'd think that banks are stuffy, boring, and distant, right? Well, sometimes that prejudice isn't actually very far off. If you do want to see a bank that's the opposite, then check out the blog post in our description. But loads of banks, especially these big investment giants, are still on the traditional side. As you can see from the examples we're about to show you, Goldman Sachs has this formal and kind of distant copy that wants to be authoritative, like they're the best of the best. And given how much money they want people to trust them with, it makes sense. They write things like, we aspire to be the world's most exceptional financial institution, or the culture of Goldman Sachs is defined by an unwavering commitment to client service and an unrelenting pursuit of exceptional performance. Not very conversational, is it? The tone is clearly formal, authoritative, and traditional. There's not much space left for casualness or even personality. It's all about maintaining a serious image that you need for managing huge amounts of money and having such a global influence. Okay, I think these examples were pretty interesting, but how do you define your own personal tone of voice? Well, the easiest way is to use Copyfolio. Let me show you how. On Copyfolio, you will have a branding page where all of your brand assets live, but it doesn't stop just at the visual part. Yes, you do have your logo, fonts, and colors, so they're easy to grab at any time, but you will also have a brand character section. This is where you will find your brand personality, tone of voice, and later USP. You will have to do the brand personality quiz first, so don't worry, it's very quick and fun because they kind of build up on each other, but then with a few extra questions, you can get your own tone of voice. You will get some adjectives like the ones that I used to describe these previous brands, some extra tips, and even a tagline idea. If that sounds up your alley to take a little fun quiz to figure out your brand character, then head over to Copyfolio and give it a try. Make sure to also subscribe and follow us for more branding tips, and feel free to leave any questions or feedback in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.